Number 58, Paladin Covenant. Or, if you prefer, Orc Warrior Den, but worse. Now, most people think that this tower is very, very good. One of the best towers in the game, and I can see why, but I believe that it's not. First of all, the stats are 11 to 15 damage, medium armor, like I'm not sure what's the exact percent of it, but it's medium, and 198 health, which pretty bad, especially the damage. Like, I know it's supposed to be a tank, but like just medium armor is kind of lame. Seriously, for like a tower that's just supposed to be for stalling and tanking. One of its abilities helps out with this though. Healing Prayer grants the paladins to heal for a few seconds, becoming invincible, so they can tank a little bit longer once. And this doesn't have the problems as Impervious with the Dark Knights, because they'll just be back in combat for 1 or 2 seconds, so yeah. However, this is on a 22-second cooldown, which against repeated waves of strong enemies, they can get totally weared down. Their next ability is Lead by Example. One of the paladins becomes a veteran. This veteran has 20 health, 60% armor, and 14 to 22 damage, which is pretty good. Main focus of this ability is that this veteran gives a 20% damage boost to all allies near it, including itself. The paladins now have 14 to 18 damage. Paladin veteran itself has 17 to 27 damage, which is pretty good. And as I said, the 20% damage boost gets to other allies. This is especially useful with like rocket gunners who have a ton of damage already. Overall, this tower is usable, more usable than the other towers so far. And overall, if you want someone blocked, you go to them. But really, if you want something for damage, choose one of the other barracks.
My light will guide you. We live and die. Do not falter.
Number 57, the Rocket Riders. Now, I really like this tower, but it's kind of lame. Anyway, the stats are 81 to 114 damage, which is really good. A very slow speed, which is bad, but typical for artillery. And a great range, which is, yeah, pretty good. The abilities are, first, Minefield. Every bunch of seconds, a goblin pops out and throws a mine. This mine lasts for 50 seconds, which is a long time, and deals 190 damage. But overall, this ability is terrible. Never use that unless you have extra gold. But the next two abilities are really good. Next one is Nitro Boost. It shoots a nitro rocket, whatever that is, instead of a normal one, which does 180 damage on a way bigger range than it normally would hit. This, though doing less damage than the Minefield, is really good because it happens faster and is cheaper. And this is a good ability, and you should get it if you try this tower out. Which you should, because it's like for one of the first Vengeance towers. Anyway, its next ability is the best, and that one is Defective Engines, which is basically a weaker version of Cluster Launcher Extreme from the Big Bertha Tower. It shoots out several little deliberate pieces, each dealing 32 damage. And altogether, it's a really, it's a ton of enemies. It's a really good ability. Definitely use this. As for the tower, it's usable. And I really like it, as I said, but I'd recommend another artillery tower, to be honest. Number 56, the Tribal Axe Throwers. The stats are 27 to 42 damage, average speed, and a great range. The damage is really good for an archer, but it's less effective thanks to that average speed. And long range for an archer is kind of bad. Its abilities are first, Totem of Weakness. Creates a totem that weakens, means makes them enemies near it take 40% more damage and halves their damage. This does work on bosses, but not the damage thing, just the 40% more thing. It lasts for 9 seconds and has a 10-second cooldown, which makes it really good. The other ability it has is not so good. Totem of Spirits creates another totem that silences all magic casting enemies around for 8 seconds on a 8-second cooldown as well. But it often misses the magic enemies entirely, making it a kind of a poor choice to spend your gold, unless there's extra gold, of course. Overall, this is a really good tower, but I'd recommend using other towers.